Hey guys, come on down. Make sure you sign up. There's a clipboard. We can pass it back to people a little faster. We also have some gift bags and some donuts and milk. I'm just going to go ahead and actually start the meeting because we're running out of time already. Okay, next slide, sir. As we get started, please make sure you sign in. If you didn't sign in as you arrived, please do so before you leave. This way we can ensure your training records are up to date. You should have clocked in for this meeting. If you do not, please talk to a member of leadership at the end. Okay, next slide. Oh, you already went there. Okay, don't go further. Okay, as you can see here, we have a lot of information to cover today, so we'll be moving pretty quickly. With that said, we do not want to answer as many questions. We do want to answer as many questions as we can. We'll see. The biggest thing that this meeting is intended to do is give you information on Regal as a business and to help you make sure everyone's on the same page going into the holidays. Okay, so the real purpose of this meeting is to get everyone excited actually about working here. We've had a rough 3 or 4 years, Regal, Warren, the world, whatever. We're just now getting back on our footing, whatever you want to say it, and we're moving forward. Every week, you guys are probably seeing snacks in the break room. That's an investment that we're making in you guys. We have the STAR program we'll talk about later on. That's potential for raises. In the last year, we've raised the starting pay up by $5? You guys are making a tremendous amount of money compared to what we were before, and that's all a sign of investment that the companies want to make into us. We're going to go over that a little bit. Anything else up there? No, next slide. All right, to start out, we have a greeting from our new CEO. No, we went too far. Go back.
Michael.
Go back.
Come on, Michael.
What happened? Man, where are you at? Go back. Are you hitting the up key? Yeah, go down one. Oh, never mind, I'm skipping. Go ahead. It's my bad. We're on slide 4. Yeah, you're right, Michael. I'm a terrible person. Okay, so one very important thing that we want to do before getting to the heart of the meeting is to recognize members of our team who have achieved significant length of service milestones. Now, this is based on when Regal bought us, or when Regal bought Hollywood. It's not based on actual tenure in this building. So as a result, some of these people have actually been here much longer. Like Amanda Elmore, I think is going, 9 years, Amanda? Where are you at, Amanda? I saw you.
Right there.
How long have you been here, Amanda? 9 years, at least? Woo! Paul Hall over here. Woo, stand up, Paul. 15 years.
Yeah!
Yeah. Lisa's been here 8. I think she's out there working box office. Josh, I think, has been here 9. Are you here, Josh? Yeah, 9 years? Almost 12 years. I'm a big fat liar. So, as you can see, we have a lot of people who put a lot of time into this. Everyone, if your name is up there and you're here right now, I actually have a pin for you over here for you to come get. Cheyenne is not on that list. Sorry, Cheyenne. Okay, so while they all come get their pins, let's go ahead and pop to slide number 5, Mr. Michael. Yeah, we're going to make great time here. All right, so this is our new CEO, Eduardo. It's hard to read. Hi guys, I'm sorry I can't be here with you today, but as we step into this holiday season, I want to express my thanks to you for your dedication and hard work. It is the bedrock of our success, driving this critical and pivotal time for our company. I want to personally extend my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you. While we're here for the upcoming film releases, remember that we're not just showing movies, we're delivering experiences. These films match with Regal showmanship and guest service, hold potential to captivate and charm our audience like never before. Thank you for being the driving force behind our shared vision. Together, we have the power to create remarkable memories this season that can last a lifetime. Is that fast enough? Yeah? Okay. I can go faster? Is that what you're saying? Okay, I will next time. Okay, so this is Eduardo. I like our new CEO a lot. His first day in office, he held a Zoom meeting with all of us, all the GMs, and everyone, and basically said that his goal is to increase the experience at all of the Regals. With that means recliners, which is the number one thing our guests want. Actual food service, better than what we're doing now. A better experience from beginning to end. And to that, that's what this whole meeting is geared toward. You'll see here in a little bit. I am personally excited for the future for the company for the first time in about 4 years. So, yeah, it looks like it's going in the right direction. Before we were purchased by Cineworld, Regal was a pretty decent company. I enjoyed it, great benefits. They had the right ideas. They wanted to take the Warren experience and not just keep it here, but expand the concept to other locations. And then we got bought by Cineworld, and they almost immediately scrapped all of that. And we went from being the flagship theater of the company to just one of the big ones, whatever. So I believe there are good things in store for us with this man. Let's see, talks about stuff you guys do not care about. So he's not just the CEO of Regal, he's the CEO of the whole company, which includes Cinemopolis. Sorry, I'm trying to just paraphrase there. Blah, blah. Sherman says he's only been in position for 100 days, and in those 100 days, we've already had dramatic changes. I hope you guys have noticed them. Things are getting better. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next one. All right, with the emergence from bankruptcy, the theater operations regions and districts have been adjusted. Our theater is now part of the southern region. That's the red one down there. And our district manager is Nick Green. I'm sure half of you know Nick Green, right? Some of you? Big guy, tall, kind of funny. The new structure will make it easier for us to provide an experience nationwide while also allowing us to continue to think locally. Okay, well, you can see us right there. There's 5 locations in Oklahoma, not a lot. Of those, 3 of them are Warrens that were bought, and the other 2 are actually Hollywoods that were bought. Regal did a really good job of purchasing great brands once upon a time until they were bought, and then now we're back to being owned by ourselves. So that's a good thing. The goal is for us to expand more, and then when we're going to do that is with great employees. Okay, next. Oh, this is the fun one. Okay, so this is your leadership team. All right. Woo! All right, so that's John Wick Nick up there in the corner. That's our DM. That's me, very hairy in 2019, because I don't bother to update my photo. Few hits here. We got Cheyenne and Connor. Donovan. Connor's up there sneaking in. Casey's our man of mystery there, doesn't want to share a photo. Why does Jamil look so mad? Like, he looks like he's ready to eat something. Yeah, he was in California, that photo. But down here we have our, well, I don't know why Caitlin's down there too, but down here we have some of our newer managers who just got promoted. Renee's up there. You guys know all of them. And then this spot here is for you, because the goal is for you guys to eventually join our team. So we recently assigned managers to specific areas. So Bailey, Donovan, and Michael are going to be over the IMAX, our storage rooms, and our stock rooms, ensuring its level of cleanliness and hospitality. Cheyenne, Wendell, and Wesley are over main concession and box office. Yeah, Zach, Michael, and Donovan again. And Wesley will be helping with the floor, game room, stuff like that. Then the restaurant, we have Kelsey, Connor Jenkins, and Jamil will be in charge of the kitchen and the front of house diner. Gendra, Casey, and Renee are for the upstairs kitchen and bar. Then the projection, break room, and count room are Caitlin and Jenkins again. But over them, are, of course, our DGM Connor and our kitchen manager Darren. Who likes Connor better than me? Everyone? So tomorrow, you guys won't be here. Okay, there's another meeting tomorrow, and I'm trying to set Connor up. And whenever I have Connor's name, I want everyone to clap really loud. I'm trying to convince everyone loves him more than me. So, yeah. Okay. Next. All right, so turning to the movie schedule. There have been numerous successes this year. The top 5 highest grossing films released so far. So Barbie took it all. These are domestic grosses, to anyone who knows what that means. This is how much money it actually made in the United States. So Barbie destroyed everything. Our friend Oppenheimer was really good, and the two of them together made for an amazing weekend. Of course, if anyone worked here during Moro, you know how absolutely horrible that was. Because the forecast was, we were supposed to make half that amount of money, so it was a steamroller. Some of you may be wondering where Avatar is at. Notably, Avatar: The Way of Water pulled $280 million in 2023, giving it a total run of $684 million, which would have beaten Barbie there. But it's split between the 2 years since it came out in December. So those are our top 5 of the year. Avatar, even with the amount it grossed just in the last 2 months of, or first 2 months of 2023, would be in the top 10. So overall, it's a decent year. It's not a great year. 2024, now the strikes are over, is shaping up to be maybe slightly better, but we'll see. 2025 is really when things are going to kick back off. Next. Are we still recording? Oh, by the way, you guys are being recorded. Yeah? Good. Okay, so back in October, Taylor Swift released a concert film chronicling the highly successful Eras Tour. To date, this has grossed $166 million. But that's kind of inflated since we were charging like $25 a ticket. It wasn't an amazing attendance, but it did make a lot of money, and it proved there were viable options for theaters besides just movies. Trolls is coming out this weekend, it's doing all right. Hunger Games is doing decently well. I'm personally very excited for Wonka. I don't know about anyone else. Anyone excited for Wonka? Looks decent, right? Yeah. And then our friend Wish over there is Disney's latest attempt at an animated movie. We'll see. It's actually a hybrid. I don't know if you guys know this. It's hand-drawn and CGI animation merged together for something new. So it looks really pretty. We watched about 30 minutes of it in Vegas. The songs are okay. The songs are decent. Nothing's been good since Frozen, really. What's up, Jenkins? Yeah, that is the wrong poster for Trolls. Yeah, you're right. That's last year's, or 2 years ago. Good point. I didn't make this. I just modified it. So that was on them. Yeah, good job, Jenkins. We'll tell the corporate office. Okay, yeah, next. Oh, this is actually exciting. We're getting combos. Yeah. So, part of the investment in the building, I've had a guy out to survey digital menu boards for the concession stand and the IMAX concession stand. It's sitting at about, where's that quote, $35,000. So it may or may not happen. But if it doesn't happen, I'm pulling down the glass pieces that say Fred and Ginger and all the other ones. They're coming down, and I'm getting one of these printed and putting it up. These will be our new combos, and they're not just those sizes. So say they get the medium drink and the medium popcorn and nachos, but they want to make it a large, the combo still works. It just upgrades. So they get a nice discount on all these things. There will be 2 other combos that we are unable to sell at this point, a hot dog one and a chicken finger one. But I'm working on getting hot dog rollers for all the stands as well, so then we'll have that combo. more work. But it'll give us more things to sell. And I think guests will really like the combos. Have you guys seen the buy 3 candy combo that we have right now? Guests are loving that. Any discount. And some of the initiatives that Warren is pushing through are discounts for our guests. We have the new family ticket. Has anyone seen the new family ticket? Anyone? No? So if a family of 4 comes in, they can buy a family ticket. So it's 1 ticket, all children price, and it's like $40, $44, I believe, which is cheaper than I'm normally buying 4 tickets with me. What's the other one? And we're testing out an RCC membership discount at some sites right now, where if you're an RCC member, you automatically get $1 off each ticket. Yeah, not bad, right? We're trying not to price gouge as much, maybe. So these are good things we have rolling out starting December 6th. If you're working concession, one of these pops up, try and push it. Really, upstairs, you could probably sell these as well. The server could be able to sell a medium of popcorn and candy, and then suddenly your ticket price, if you add on that candy, goes up an extra $4, and your tip percentage goes up as well. So as servers, you should always be looking at any and every way to increase the ticket value. All right, next. Oh yeah. Now, while we have film guests want to see and food items they want to buy, it's the experience you deliver that makes the biggest difference. You play the most significant part in delivering the ultimate guest experience, and to support your development, we are proud to continue to offer the STAR program. Clap if you know what the STAR program is. Raise your hand if you don't know what the STAR program is. Okay, that's how you're going to get raises. So on your first day, you sat down, you did a whole bunch of training videos, right? And then you just stopped doing them ever again. Well, you need to go back to doing some more. If you can complete all the modules, twice a year we give you a 25-cent raise until you get the full 50 cents. So that is in, did they put it down here? It's in the fall and in the spring. So the dates will be announced every year. Oh, there you go. The next review will take place at the end of February. And we want as many people as possible to qualify. And really, I do. I would love for you all to make another 25 cents. It's easy. You spend like 2 hours taking training videos and suddenly you get a raise. What? Yeah, you have steakout on play, and they add modules constantly. Like they just added 2 more this weekend. Next. Who knows what rant and rave is? Anyone? Oh, Taylor. What's rant and rave, Taylor? Yes. Can I get more specific? Anyone else? Yeah, Ty.
Rant and rave
Almost. Okay, anyone else? They do sell some free stuff, but anyone else? What? Right. It's our version of Yelp. That's a good way of putting it. So at the end of their movie, they will get an email asking them how their experience was, and they get a chance to rate us on several metrics. This is focusing on one metric, the net promoter. This is the person, they ask them a question, how likely are you to recommend this theater to someone else, right? Well, the company average is 40, and look, we're right there with it. We're at a 40. 40 sucks. 40 is awful. We want to be at a 70 or an 80. We want them to leave and go, yes, I'm going to tell everyone to come to the Warren Theater. It's awesome. Unfortunately, right now, that's not happening. I got another candy. I don't want to hold it. Someone raise your hand real fast. Aha! Fast. Okay. Good catch. Wow. Okay. So, our number one detractor right now is the length of our previews. They're running like 30 minutes after the start time of the movie. Has anyone noticed that? Yeah, it's awful, right? And our new CEO agrees. He says if there's one thing he could change, it would be to have started 2 months earlier before that contract was signed, because it is a 10-year contract, and he's real mad about it. So his goal is he's going to work with film to reduce the number of trailers that we're showing, since he can't reduce the number of advertisements. What sucks about that is the studios pay us to show the trailers. Yeah, but that runs into the next film and just creates another problem. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. No, we signed a 10-year contract. Yeah, that's the contract. So we are stuck with those for 10 years unless you can figure out how to break the contract, and maybe NCM will go under before then. So we'll see. But beyond that, I'm just going to turn that off. I don't know why it's still on. Beyond that, we have complaints about cleanliness, restrooms, screening room tables, the cup holders. Then we get service in the upstairs. Constant complaints about the food being cold, the servers messing up their payment, charging them the wrong person's tickets. Just tons of little things that are easily avoided. If we can figure out how to get over those little things and move forward, we can raise that score. But unfortunately, I can't do it, and the leadership can't do it. It takes all the employees to do it. So there has to be a certain amount of buy-in.
Sure.
Now, the buy-in comes from the fact that how much we just invested in everyone with these pay raise increases. Beyond that, the snacks we're buying weekly and the extra things we're trying to do to make the place fun, like have fun meetings and give you guys grab bags. Is it always going to be a happy place to work? No, it's going to get stressful. It's going to be busy, but you guys can still have the right attitude during those times. I am a firm believer in that we choose our attitude. We choose the emotions that we carry with us every day. If you choose to be grumpy and sour and generally unhappy, it's going to show. But if you try and be happy, you try and project it, if you fake it till you make it, you will eventually make it. Ginger's one getting shot.
Can someone verify?
Okay, so talking. All right, next score, or next one.
Can someone verify that IMAX is good to go?
Doo-doo. Michael? Michael, thank you.
Oh yeah, no, that's good. I thought you were talking about
Okay,
sessions.
did I skip that?
IMAX.
Blah, blah, blah. Nope, we're here. Oh man, how many? Nope. One major piece of our guest service strategy is building loyalty. RCC, who knows what RCC is? Real loud. Oh man, that's so much candy on it. Hey, Amanda. You okay? Okay, who knows what Regal Unlimited is? Ah, Kai. What is it, Kai?
It's our monthly subscription, $21.99 a month for this location, 10% off, free birthday popcorn and drink,
Huh?
free ticket every 90 minutes, I believe,
Huh?
and I think I already said that.
No. Yeah, you did great, Kai. I haven't had a candy bar. Fantastic. Okay. It's actually a really awesome program. They can watch 5 movies in a day for free if it's included in their stuff. They don't really have to pay extra for the 40X and the IMAX. The rest is easy.
Yeah, it's logged.
Regal
You get into
Unlimited
it.
is an automatic $21 million for our company every month. Like every single month, they know there's 21 million rolling in just from subscriptions, and they want us to grow it. Year to date, we have signed up 1,869 Regal Unlimited members at this location. It's a decent number, right? Last year we did 1,556, so we've already beat last year by 300. We have 2 months left to go. I wish there was a way for me to track who's making sales. I wish when the customer signed up, they had to put a name of someone who helped them, because then I could work towards giving you guys more incentives. The best I can do is just ask you to sell it, tell them it's a good deal for them. It works, it makes everyone happy, really.
Yeah, a lot of customers asking me about it.
Yeah, you sell some?
Yeah.
Have a candy bar. You want another candy?
No, I just wanted to say something real quick.
Yeah.
Make sure you're asking every single person that comes up to you if they have an account. That way they can get their discounts, and if not, they can ask what that is, and then that way they can get signed up for it. If you're not asking if they don't have it, they're not gonna, like, count with it or anything.
Can you use the record
Catch.
as well on the receipt?
Ask me tomorrow, too. Okay. Excellent advice from Taylor. So every transaction, that's actually how this whole speech is supposed to end, is the start of every transaction, ask them. All right, let's go ahead for another speech from Javed. All right, this is Javed Khan. He is the new COO, I believe. Yeah, of Regal. Hi, first, please allow me to take this time to thank you all for your tremendous hard work, the late nights, and the overcoming challenges you have tirelessly committed to through this year and previous years. It's been a tough few months, but now is the time for us all to come together, focus on the future, and regain our rightful place as the #1 theater chain in the world. We want to operate theaters where people come not just to see their favorite movies, but for the experience of seeing it in a Regal. We all need to pull together and work together and push forward together. And with that, I have set down a challenge to every Regal employee to come up with a new, exciting, obvious, and obscure ways we can get more people to see more movies in our theaters, and more importantly, your theater. VP of U.S. Operations, that's his title. Javed has worked for Regal for almost 40 years. He started out as a floor person, scooping up popcorn, and worked his all the way up. So he's a great example of what you can do if you just stick with this company. He is also a really nice guy. He's been to this location about 4 or 5 times. He actually camped out here during the opening of Midwest City upstairs for 2 or 3 days. So he is invested in this theater in particular and in Regal. What else we got from him? So brainstorming, first step. Do not start yelling out ideas. We don't have time for that. But if you can come up with new, exciting ways, new promotions, anything you think would be fun to do, please let us know. I would like things to filter through the assistants before it comes to me. That's the way life should work. Hits them, then makes its way to me. That way it's not just everyone needs John's attention and John does nothing but talk to employees all day long. That makes sense. I know it sounds terrible, but I have other things to do. And trust me, you guys want me doing those other things. So, next. Yeah. So this one's a little obscure. Yeah, I'm just going to read this whole one here. Regal's biggest area of opportunity in driving our guest experience starts with each of you. Eduardo has repeatedly mentioned the themes of the book, Unreasonable Hospitality, which focuses on how to drive for excellence on a small, personalized gestures of hospitality for guests, helped to make the New York City restaurant 11 Madison Park the #1 rated restaurant in the world. The book outlines the process of how the author created a culture of empowerment of restaurant staff and encouraged them to listen to what the guests were saying and not saying during their experience to tailor their service to the individual. This is worded. In one example, the staff overheard guests talking about their experience in New York and that their one regret was not having time to experience getting a hot dog from a street vendor. The team member took it upon themselves to quickly run out and get a hot dog, bring it to the kitchen, convince the chef to cut it into 4 and plate it so they could present it to the guests as a gesture, expressing that he wanted to make sure that their visit in the city was complete. This $2 hot dog and the thoughtfulness of the staff became a highlight of their trip and made it a lifetime memory. Discussion topics. Oh, no, not doing that. Okay, so I'm actually reading this book right now because it's been recommended about 15 times by people. And the overall theme is to change the mentality of you guys. It's not for me to try and take care of the guests, it's for me to take care of you. To provide a great work-life balance and a great enjoyable experience while you're working so that you then extend it out to the guests. To that end, we began, the initiatives we've already talked about. And there will be more to come. And again, if you have ideas, filter them up to me. I'd love to know what you guys want to do, what things you think would improve life around here. Will it ever be perfect? No. But I think we can make it a better place for you. And hopefully we want to make it a better place for you. You may make it a better place for the guests. So, I'm going to skip past the general discussion on that. So next, team discussion. Does it seem logical for 40 of us to talk at once? Yeah? You want to do that? Who's got a topic they want to talk about real fast? Anyone? It would have been 6:30 a.m. Yeah, I am pushing for paper menus. That was something that the previous company was very against. They're supposed to be looking towards getting us actual menus at some point, but there's also more than likely a huge menu change coming. So don't expect it before the new menu. As I said, Eduardo, the new CEO, believes in food service, so much so that they're testing out VIP hybrid concepts, something like us with a little something different, at several locations already. And if it's successful there, then we'll get it here and our food menu will change and hopefully it won't be garbage. Not that the food is garbage, but I don't love it. We had much better food before. Hopefully we'll have much better food again. I mean, that's a lot of restaurants. Yeah, I don't like the burger. No, I don't like our burger at all. So our previous burger, from 2008 until 2019 when they switched our menu, was this wonderful Steak Ease manufactured burger patty. It was voted #1 by the city probably 7 times in a row. Great burger. It was pre-cooked. It was pre-cooked. It was half a pound. It took 2 minutes to make, and people loved it. Like, we have bad food now. I'm sorry, but hopefully it will get back to being better. Anything else? Tell me, 10:30. We're making great time, but we haven't got to my part. We haven't got to the part where I ramble yet. So, anyone else have anything? So, happy hour at the bar is actually restricted by the state laws. So, when you, if you do a happy hour, you run a special, you have to run that continuously for a whole week. That's the law in Oklahoma. So and the laws are different in every state based on where you're at. So in order for Regal to run a company-wide promotion, it has to be in compliance in all 30-something states that they're in. So no happy hour. It'd be nice. It has been suggested that we run a special on a drink where we just take a regular drink, we put some crimson dye in and call it a Boomer Sooner, and see how many of those we can sell on a Saturday. So if you want to try that, go for it. But all you're really doing is coloring a drink you already have. So, and next, this is the one. All right, so this is the one I actually got to write. Okay, so we'll start with say yes. What is say yes? Anyone want to venture a guess what say yes is? Names. Let's say yes.
Basically, it's people that like make me on the outside, like I'm #1 goal would be like, yeah, of course I can help you.
Great answer. Great answer. So he said, if a guest needs something, you say yes. Essentially, you take care of them. You do whatever you can to make it happy. For example, say the guest dropped their bag of popcorn, spilled everywhere, and they're asked if they can get a new one. Do you have to ask a manager? No. You just say yes, right? So if the guest says, oh, my hands are full, I can't get to the auditorium, can you help me? Yeah. What do you say? Yeah, you say yes. You say yes. That's right. When can you not say yes? Any examples? Huh? When you say yeah, that's funny. Yeah, no free alcohol. No free alcohol. That's illegal. So you can't say yes when it's illegal, but what would be some other places you couldn't say yes? Can you think of any? Danny? You cannot give them passes without a manager, correct. But if they had lost their tickets, what would you do? You'd figure out a way to say yes that way, right?
Friend of an employee asked them to give them free movie tickets.
I'm sorry, what?
Friend of an employee asked them for free movie tickets.
No. Do not give them free tickets. You do not want to give them free tickets without a manager. That one's actually theft. Again, illegal. So, I want you guys to feel empowered to say yes, to take care of the guests however you can. Say yes was supposed to be the banner slogan for this year, and I still think it's a great concept. They gave us an example at a location. Two managers saw some guests walking away from the concession stand with a small drink and a popcorn, and they didn't believe the guests had paid for it. So they went to the guests, they took them from them, and they threw them in the trash before talking to the employee. How bad is that? And when they went and talked to the employee, he explained that the guests had, dropped their stuff and they were just replacing it. Now, would that happen to you guys here? No, not at all. No one's going to do that. We want you to say yes. Left my notes. Yeah, what kind of moron would do that? Scenario. Okay. Here's one that happened recently at another Regal. So it was 30 minutes after close, right? Guy comes out of his auditorium. He wants to buy some candy. Concessionist says, sorry, it's closed. We can't get you any candy. Goes back to his auditorium. Comes back a few minutes later. Really wants the candy, right? Talks to a manager this time. Manager still says, sorry, closed. Can't sell you any candy. Does this 2 more times. Ends up getting into a confrontation. Gets into a fight. Has to be arrested. What could they have done to prevent that from happening? Just give them the candy. Just give it to them. Use common sense. You're closed. Someone's very insistent on wanting something. Do you have the ability to make it? If you have the ability to make it, give it to them. Avoid the confrontation. Make someone happy. Next time they will buy it. Let's see what else we got here. By show of hands, do you feel empowered to take care of the guest? Way fewer hands than I wanted. Okay, well, I'm going to figure out how to make you feel more empowered to take care of the guest, because that's sad. Next, this one. Professionalism. Okay, so, let's talk about this one.
Have a seat there.
Yeah, we are. All right, so. Yeah, I am. Yeah, it's gonna get real bad. Okay. First thing on professionalism is presentation of you. What's wrong with me? No name tag. How hard is that? How hard is that one? Let's pretend my shoes were white. What would be wrong with that? Yeah. How hard is it to buy shoes? Hey, you first started, I'll give you a tea, buy your first check, and then you buy some shoes. How hard is it to wear the black shoes? Why do we wear black shoes? To look professional? A favorite phrase, uniform is uniform. You should all look the same. As terrible as that sounds, everyone wants to be an individual. You need to be an individual. When you're at work, you have to be uniform. Also, the black shoes should be slip resistant so you don't fall and die. I should have embedded the video of me falling in concession the one night I didn't wear slip resistant shoes, and I ate it. Full flip on my back, and then I laid there for 5 minutes contemplating life. So, yeah. I know I should have embedded it, but I did not. I should have had it on a loop up there. Maybe for tomorrow's meeting. So, slip resistant. Important. Black, important. Who likes tucking their shirt in? Anyone? I don't. I hate tucking my shirt. You like tucking your shirt in? You're black. Danielle, you're black. I hate tucking my shirt in. As soon as I get out of work, I untuck my shirt. When I'm not at work, I refuse to tuck my shirt in. I almost didn't tuck my shirt in for my wedding. I hate it. But I do it every day at work because it's the uniform. It looks professional. So if I can suffer every day since I was 16 years old, so that's, 26 years. If I can do it, you can do it. Candy. Grab a candy bar. Are you ready to chunk it at someone? Okay. So if your hair is shoulder length and you're working with food, what does it need to do? Choose someone, Cheyenne. That's right. It has to be pulled back. Throw that at Lexi as hard as you can. Do it. Good job. Hair should be restrained. Why do we restrain our hair? Don't go anywhere. Why do we restrain our hair? Choose someone, Cheyenne. Hi.
It's protecting the presence of food and make sure your hair is not, they just find it uncomfortable.
Right. That way they aren't slurping down their Pepsi and your hair comes sliding up the straw and down their throat. That's graphic, right? How you like that? That's terrible. But it happens because food or ice is food. Now, walking through concession, yeah, okay. You need something? You do not, do you? No. Because it's gross. Keep your hands off your hair. Keep your hair pulled back. I like long hair. I want to grow my hair as long as it can go. I'm not going to touch it while I'm helping guests. Okay. And be in uniform when on the clock, which means you're clocking in, you should already be dressed, not clocking in and going and getting dressed. And when you're off the clock, be out of uniform. So if you're going on break, you have to take your shirt off. Because when you're walking through the lobby in your shirt, does the employee or does the guest know that you're not working? No. They have no clue. And you just walk right past the spill or past them and don't acknowledge them all. They just think you're rude. So, no, I'm not working, man. You just keep on going. No, that's not going to work either. Next part, professionalism. Cell phones. The hot topic. Okay, Cheyenne and Candy, get ready. I want to see raised hands here. When is it okay to be on your phone? Choose one.
Can I answer the two brothers?
Me choose? Tony wants to answer. Never. Good job. Give Tony a candy. Try not to hurt him. There you go. All right. Now, caveat with that. We are all human. We, as part of this decade, this generation, however you want to look at it, we're addicted to our phones, right? If I were to put my phone's up there right now recording us, I have had heart palpitations for the last 40 minutes because I can't see it, okay? I get it. You need your phone. Technically, when you're working, your phone should not be visible at all. So if you have small pockets, your phone's sticking out of the back of it, I'm supposed to tell you to go put it up in the break room. Is that happening? No. None of you are going to choose to leave your phone in a room 100 feet away from you for 6 hours. No, you'll go crazy. So, this is a modern age. I expect that you will have your phone, and you will want to check your phone. I just ask that the guest never sees your phone. Does that make sense? If you have to go, step out to the back, check your phone for a few minutes, then come back, take care of the guest. That's fine, as long as you're not abandoning your position and someone is not getting helped, okay? I am understanding, we all have phones. I would like for them to not be visible to the guests. That way we are presenting a professional air, we are taking care of the customers, we're doing our job. Make sense? That feel reasonable? What happens if you now violate this social contract we have just made? Trouble, there you go. There you go. Okay. When you're in concession, is it okay to have your phone out where guests can see it? No. How about a book? No. What should you be doing if you're in concession? Smiling, cleaning, being productive. This place is not very clean, and it can be. It should be. We have 130 employees. We average about 2,000 hours of labor a week, even when we only do about 7,000 guests. We use more labor than any theater in the company, as I get reminded constantly. With that amount of labor being used, that dollar being spent weekly, the building should be clean. There should be no reason that way. If we're spending like 1.2 million a year just on labor, that the building should ever be dirty. Does that make sense? That's a lot of money, right? Yeah, it's insane. That's where we're at. Oh, right, professional employee benefits. Did I write that? Oh, I got it. Okay, please discuss pitfalls and discounts. That's me. Why am I telling myself to please discuss? Oh, that's right. Anyway, I copy and pasted something from somewhere else. Can you give your discount to someone else? No. Why? It's stealing. That's stealing. But now, what if they don't have their RCC set up? What can you do? Get the manager to override it, and we can get their RCC set up. Okay? Very simple. Can you give your RCC discount to your family when they're coming in to watch a movie and you don't want to go with them? No. I gave my stepdaughter $40 for tickets Sunday night because she wanted me to get her passes for 5 Nights at Freddy, and I was like, nope. I'm just going to give you $40. You're going to buy your tickets. I'm not taking the chance because $40 is not worth me losing my job over. That makes sense? So, if I will pay, and I have been here for 15 years, you should pay. Make sense? I don't want to have to fire anyone over that either because that's stupid. That's a stupid reason to lose your job. Can you guys break a $50 bill on your own? No. Can you break a $100 bill on your own? Why? But that's what you have to do, but why? Counterfeits happen a lot. We got a counterfeit 20 this weekend. A fake $20 bill. We've also have quick change artists. The holidays are the time of stealing. People will come in and they will slide you a $100 bill, and then when you hand the change, go, actually, can I get this as 4 5s for this 20 here? And then you go to do it and try to bring it, like as you hand it, okay, actually you make 2 of those 5s a 10. And by the end of it, you've given them not only their 100 back, but an extra 50. It happened in July here. So it happens, just get a manager. When there's 2 sets of eyes watching the money, they stop. They don't try and steal from you anymore. It's in another stupid reason to get fired. All right, next slide. We want to be number 1 again. All right, so pre-COVID, this theater was the flagship of the company. Number 1 in attendance, number 1 in food sales, number 1 in concession sales. It was number 1 in a ton of great categories, also number 1 in some bad categories. But we've rectified those bad categories. Now we need to get back to being number 1 in the good categories. Some of the issues we're running into is since we've reopened Midwest City, Regal Midwest is open, Flick's Brew House. There have been 2 to 3 icon theaters that have opened. We're getting ready to have Spotlight open. So we've had a ton of competition open. But the population around here has also grown. So we should be getting the same amount of business, but we're not. Why aren't people coming? Dirty. That's a good answer. What else? So, okay, the movie argument. This theater is 1% over last year's grosses. The theater that's currently number 1, showing the same movies as us, is 38% above last year's. And we're number 5 right now, from number 1 to number 5. And all of the theaters ahead of us are minimum 30% over last year. The company average is 30% over last year. We're 1%. So I can't blame the movies. Gotta look internally. What internally is keeping guests from coming here? Bathrooms! God, they're always complaining how disgusting they are. What else? Not being as helpful as we can be. So pretend this is the cell phone, because mine's up there. But if you're outside the auditorium, on your phone, your foot on the wall, looking down, as they're coming out of the auditorium, are you being helpful? No. If you're in the diner, and the guest makes it all the way to the register and stands there for 2 minutes because you're in the back or you're in the back corner talking to each other, is that very helpful? No. If they make it to concession, box office, gate, anywhere, and you're not paying attention to them, their experience is pretty much ruined at that point. We internally have to figure out how to grow our attendance because 1% is garbage. Yes, we have lots of competition, but have you been to those theaters? Flick's, nice, great table service. The actual theater, crap. Their auditorium's tiny. Like the biggest one they got is smaller than our small ones downstairs. Icons are all recliners, very nice recliners, but the auditoriums that they converted are old ones that were built in the 60s, and there's this long slender it's not even as wide as the center part here, and the screen is half the size. We have a better presentation than any other theater in this state. We just have to bring people back in here. And then throw on top of it alcohol, food, and some great customer service, and we will be back at 30% over as last year. Things we're trying to do to bring people back in as well. Parking lot lights. Are you guys sick and tired of walking through the dark to your car? Yeah, so before Christmas, all the parking lot lights in the back, the IMAX parking lot and this side should be fully converted to LED. It's costing $45,000. Yeah. And then they're going to take any of the bulbs that are good and put them out front and try and light as much at the front as possible. And then next year before summer, we will work on the other 120 lights in the front. We have 180 lights in the parking lot. It's a lot. It's very expensive. But that's what we're trying to do. Light the building back up, make it look not like Stab Town. Because right now it definitely looks like Stab Town. I talked about the digital menus. That's a $35,000 investment. We are also getting a bar down IMAX. We're just waiting for the inspector to come and look at it. We've already submitted plans. They've been approved. Once they're in the areas inspected, we will have a full bar down there minus draft. It's the only thing we'll be missing. So once we have a full bar system down there, I believe that will bring people in and be a great source of revenue for us. And we've been working really hard on getting IC in the diner for like the last month. And once that's in, we're gonna start to work. We're gonna work on getting IC in the IMAX stand. It's impossible to put it in the main stand, so sorry, but we'll have hot dogs. All right, next. Where are we at? Where are we at? Stars of Hope. What's Stars of Hope? Donation, fundraiser. Right now, Ali, is Ali here? No? Man, Ali is killing it. Yeah, like, woo, Ali. I think he's probably close to $200 at this point. So, why do we do Stars of Hope? Same Fun St. Jude's. It's a charity, it's help.
Prizes.
Has anyone ever had someone die of cancer? Yeah, or some other horrible disease that slowly just took them away from you? Yeah, I think we all have. This is a simple way for you to honor that person, to give back in some way to them. All you're asking is for a roundup or a dollar donation. I remember I was in 5th grade, I had a friend die. His name was Jerry, and he was a 5th grader. And the day, like, he was in and out of school because he had cancer for 6-7 months. And the day they told us was like one of the saddest memories ever, like a room full of 5th graders with their heads down just crying. So think back to those times, right? This is a chance for you to do something good, to help out. This theater used to be partners with Make-A-Wish, and we gave them close to $120,000 over like 7 campaigns. We can't make that kind of money now, but every time we hit a stated goal for the company, which this year is $5,000 I get to give 5% and $8,000 I get to give 10%. That money goes to Make-A-Wish. Using Stars of Hope, we've given another $3,600 over the last 2 years. I would love to be able to give them another $2,000 at the end of the season. If we hit $8,000, we should be able to do that. Okay? Big deal. Great partners. They help children. I really believe in Make-A-Wish, and the only way for us to contribute is to help, to collect for the donations. The reason I buy the prizes out of my own pocket, last season it was like $300 out of my own pocket. The way I look at it is I spend $300 on motivating you, and then I can give $1,200 at the end to Make-A-Wish. Then I donated $300 of my money to give $1,200 to them. Okay? So yes, the prizes can be kind of cheap, but it's just a way to motivate you guys. Okay? What's up?
Also, just make sure that we're asking every time we make a purchase, because you never know if we actually will do it.
Yeah.
Because the last time I was in concession, I was like, would you like to recommend to our central program to make us a food? And so this news, they're telling me about, like, we're not like a minute talk about how to actually make use and saving the daughter's life. So we want to support one.
That's awesome. Yeah. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, that's great. And if you want to add a personal connection to it, just let the guests know that we're going to give a portion of it to Make-A-Wish, Oklahoma chapter of Make-A-Wish. And they're more likely to give that way as well. Make it personal, make it sincere, because it should be sincere. We're trying to help people. And I know it is twice a year, and it's for up to 10 weeks at a time. It can feel exhausting. but just make it a part of your routine and know that you're doing something good. Okay?
And then minor, we can't round up, but we can do $1. And me personally, I got 3 yesterday just by accident.
Every little bit will count. You get $3 a day, do it for 10 weeks, that's what? Math. Lots of money. All right, I didn't make a bullet point for it, but the last thing on the personal discussion is Christmas. We need people to work on Christmas Day. Please, if you can work Christmas Day, Christmas week, we need you. We do not have Avatar this year, and the year before that we had Spider-Man. But regardless of what movies we're showing, it will be busy. Like, our busiest weeks are always Christmas. So please do not take off. If you're taking off, see where we can compromise so you can be here for a little bit at least. I understand everyone has family. I have family. I would wish I could see them on Christmas, but I see them on Christmas Eve. And then I come to Christmas Day and I work for 12 hours because it's busy. So I'm not saying you guys need to sacrifice like that, but help in any way that you can. Next slide. Oh my God, it's another page. Oh, I skipped the note from our DM. Yeah, okay, I'll read. So Nick sent a note. I'll read it to you guys. Our service and everything we do shouldn't be utilized to happen to our guests. We need to start adjusting our methods and actions for it to happen for them. I don't want to do this British accent. We need to refocus our approach and start thinking that we are not in the business of running a theater, we are in the business of human connection. We have an obligation to our staff, our guests, and ourselves to make this change. It starts with our cast. I know we all do a lot, but we must continue to invest in them and ourselves. Ensure we are on the right footing for the job today. Make sure we have checked in with everyone coming in. Ensure during the shift that if someone needs a break because they're working hard for us and need to decompress, that we get that for them. If they need a break, give them a break, is what he's trying to say. And that's in a space that's clean, comfortable, with sustenance in the snacks. Ensure our peers dealing with a difficult guest are seen and heard, and that we step in to avoid a situation from getting worse. For our guests, start seeking those smiles and pushing to care what people are feeling. Embrace the 10-foot, 5-foot rule, and really go out of our way to connect and interact with our guests. Make the quick move to hold the door open for our overburdened guests. Make sure we're holding the door open at the end of the movie with a good night and thank you for coming. Not because that's required or told of us to do, but because it's just a nice thing to do. Let's grow it and embed the idea and our way of being, and I strongly believe our rate will improve because of the change in our approach. Like a summary of what we've talked about. Okay, so general safety. As we wrap up today's meeting, there are a couple reminders regarding building safety. First, we want to ensure everyone is up to date with their safety trainings in Regal Academy. Again, you want to do that so you can get a raise for stars, right? Okay, you can see where you're at by logging into Regal Academy and selecting My Training. Several of these modules have to be taken every year as well. I know I'm past due for a couple of them. Selecting My Training, and from there you will need to select the compliance training package. This is so much words. If all the courses are marked complete, you're all set, but they're not, so go retake them. We were supposed to do a fire drill. We will not be doing a fire drill. Next slide. Yeah, I'm not gonna turn on the alarm in the building while we're open. It's not feasible. Okay, so who knows what a fire alarm sounds like? Loud. See those red things on the wall? Those flash, those are everywhere in the building. If those start flashing and the siren's going off, we probably have a fire. So everyone calmly exits to the lobby, out the doors, and the very front of the building there are 2 big blue X's that are painted in the parking lot, right in the very first spots. That's the meeting point. The manager should bring the daily check-in with them so that we can make sure everyone's here and accounted for. We calm the guests down, we take care of the fire, maybe go back to work, maybe not, depending on the fire. That's the basics of a fire drill. You're welcome not to argue outside. Meeting safe before you re-enter the building once the fire department has declared it safe. Stay calm and do not put yourself or others at risk. Those letters are huge. Next. Ooh, questions. Anyone got questions? Any questions? No? No questions? We're at 10? Oh, we're almost there. Great timing. All right, I appreciate everyone's attention and participation in today's meeting. As we said earlier, we definitely want to input what your input and feedback to focus on the guest experience and ways to put butts in seats. Does anyone have any questions about anything we discussed today? Yes, Taylor. So now that Regal's back in charge, we're back to doing these twice a year. So this was a crap time to do it. Normally it would have been done at the beginning of October. But they told me on Friday of last week we were having a meeting today. So I had to scramble. Next year, I'll have a month to prepare and it'll be better. Next question. 10 foot, 5 foot. So when a guest walks in the front doors, wants to get about 10 feet from you, you're like, hello, how are you today? What can I do from you? And once they're 5 feet from you, hi, are you an RCC member or Regal Unlimited? That type of thing. Engaging. Don't let them just wander around the lobby and you're sitting there on your phone. Pay attention to them. Make it engaging. Bring them in. Next question. Yeah. So tornadoes, great topic. Okay, so if there is a tornado on a weekday and there are less than 1,000 people in the building, we will take them all into the halls in the center of the building where it's safe. If the auditoriums are full and there are more than 1,000 people, we ask them to stay in the auditorium so they don't get crushed. Because that many people rushing into the halls would be bad. We also ask them not to leave. We cannot force them to stay. If they want to go, that's on them. But next, Karina. Come on, get the donut out. They should come downstairs. If the movie stops. Did the movie stop? So if the movie stops, and that means there's actually an alarm, there's like a tornado, then we need to bring them downstairs just in case the roof collapses. They're not upstairs and dying. Yes, Shire. Man, do they ever. So we've had 12 new managers in the last year. So there's a lot of training for them as well. And half the ones that were here for the last tornado season will be here for the next tornado season. So everyone's always learning. There will be struggles, there will be complications, but hopefully after something like this, we're a little more on the same page. Next question. Nope. Yep. Grandfathered in, ADA, since it was built before it was required, they are not required. They are almost $60,000 to install, and the ones that Midwest City has, she's had one broken for 6 months. Because they're like $1,400 just for them to come assess them. So, we don't want them. We don't want them. I'm sorry.
Agárrame una dona, güey. A mí no me dieron dona, güey. Agárrame una. English, please. No speaking English, sir. Hey, apprentice, team lead. Make a good brownie point and give me a donut, will you? Thank you.
Yes. I just completed another.
What's up, brother? Hey, Jake.
But they stopped.
Right? Always a pleasure. Hey, if you'd like, or you can put it in the office. Thank you very much, Danny. I really appreciate it.
I can find out where the I'll find out where.
Stop my phone.
That's yours.
Yeah, stop the recording.